See you later. That's Jason Thomas, everybody. Let's welcome in studio a couple of lovely ladies of the sport. First up, it's my wife, Pookie Matthes.
Hello, hello.
How are you, Pookie?
Good. How are
Everything
you,
okay?
Stevie? Yes.
Have you been drinking?
No.
White Claws?
White Claws.
Okay, so you have been. Okay, all right.
with some Tito's in it.
I can.
A little bit
Randy,
of Tito's.
Randy, you just know, You just know. Husband's intuition.
It was, yeah. You have a buzzing glow about yourself.
Also, it's Debbie Matthes. What's up, Debbie?
Not
pull
much,
your mic a little closer, please. And pull her chair up, or what do you want to do?
You're always
pull your
telling
chair.
me what to do.
There you go.
Pull your chair up. You told me what to do for 18 years. It's my turn. It's my turn.
So in other words, you don't have to listen because he didn't.
Exactly.
So you don't have to listen.
Thank you, Randy.
Welcome to the show, both of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Debbie, what'd you think of the race?
I thought it was really good. I was very excited watching A-Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Angie and I were just like freaking out there.
Yeah.
And then after I thought about it the next day, and I thought, his lap times were really quick in the LCQ, but what were they in the final?
Not as quick as Roxon, for example.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
We had our eye on it though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
we
wasn't-
did.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I thought that I was thinking about that Roxon.
Tomac?
Yeah, Tomac, or sorry, Tomac, yeah, and friend. No, who was that guy? That
Webb
on
Webb. Sorry,
Webb,
yeah,
Webb on
yeah,
Roxon.
Yep.
yeah. I don't think that was a deliberate thing. I think that he just went a little closer than what he thought he was
Yeah.
going to go. That's what I think. On
No
that.
problem.
Yeah. Okay.
Your son's made passes like that all the time in
yeah,
Manitoba.
I know. I remember that.
Right. You're really heartbroken about Chad Reed, aren't you?
Yeah, it's kind of upsetting because I think that he's. I still think he's got it. I really do, but I don't think that he has the drive to do it anymore.
She was at Anaheim too. She came to Anaheim too, and they dropped the gate for practice, right? So the guys can get a feel of great
Yeah.
and everything. Well, God bless my mother. She thought that was a start. So Chad grabbed the start. She thought it was a race. Sorry, she thought it was a race.
Yeah.
And Chad got the start
Yeah.
in practice.
Yeah.
And then, dude, he just pulled off and went he just rode a couple laps and she was like, "What happened?" And I'm like, "I don't know." Like, I was not really realizing that she was
Yeah.
thinking it was a race.
I'm like, seen it from that perception, yeah.
I'm like, "I don't know." And then she was like, "Steven, why did Chad go get last there?" And I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "Oh,
He
that was
pulled off.
he pulled off." She thought he was leading the race and pulled off. And I'm like, "Mom, that was practice." And I couldn't have the heart to tell her. I was like,
Yeah.
She was
maybe-
heartbroken.
So you didn't have the heart to tell her there, so you wait and bring her on the radio and then make fun of her.
Exactly.
That's
But-
pathetic. That is the
I
worst.
think I'd
That-
rather
that's-
have Randy for a son than you because he's always sticking up for me.
Listen,
How about that?
listen.
Yeah. There you
How about
go.
that?
I mean, anyways, she's upset about Chad. That my point of the story was that she's watching Chad
Yeah.
and not happy.
And you could have told me that earlier in private today, but instead you want to air that out on the radio.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, he waits. Yeah.
That's
he picks
horrible.
His time.
What
Yeah.
else did you?
I apologize.
What
on
else
his
did you think
behalf.
about the race? You watched them all. Everybody
I
should
did.
know. You
Oh, yeah,
watched.
I
you
did.
watched.
Been
No,
to
but
2 Supercrosses so far.
you've been to 2 races.
Yeah,
Went to Glendale.
Yeah.
And Anaheim too.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
you watched them all on TV up in Canada.
I did.
right?
Yes. Yeah, I do. Yeah. And I made that little comment to you today that I think I'm getting too old to go to those.
No, you're
Supercrosses.
not.
'Cause I
Stop
feel-
it.
No, really.
Listen to this comment, Randy.
I was watching everybody there in both of those Supercrosses and like, holy crap! Like I'm the oldest lady in this whole crowd, and there's like 60,000 people here. Like, what am I doing? Really?
Yeah, but you have a hard card credential. You're going to the press box. You're
Well,
fine.
Yeah, I do. I know, but I just I don't know. Sometimes I feel out of place when I'm there now, but.
No, you should. Do you enjoy watching
I
the
love
races?
watching
then
the
go.
races, yeah.
And don't
I
don't
really
worry
do,
about
yeah.
what anyone else thinks.
I
Don't
mean,
worry about that. Just
How many years have I been into that already? Like watching those races?
Yeah.
Like a lot. So-
Right. Who's your favorite rider outside of Chad? Timmy doesn't race anymore. I know.
Yeah, I know.
It's heartbreaking.
I know. I really like A-Ray. I think I
Oh.
just wish he was a little faster because
Right.
I like watching him
Right.
race. I really like.
It's a good-looking guy too.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Not Rarick level.
Yeah.
Not Rarick level. Remember Seth? Rarick?
Oh my God! Yes, I do.
Yeah. No, I believe me.
Yeah, he was hot.
Yeah, no, we're
like Seth.
we're all basement, not Seth though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not at all.
that's rooftop there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me think about it. You asked me like. You got
Okay,
me off
I'm sorry.
guard.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
Well, how'd you like being around Debbie taking all the races there in Anaheim?
Yeah, we had a great time.
Hey, what about that guy that came up to us and I was wearing a PulpMX shirt and Angie and I were sitting out in front of the stadium in Anaheim, and this guy comes up to us. He says to me, "Where'd you get that shirt from?" I said, "From my son." "You're Steve's mom?" I go, yeah.
Did you say, yeah, I wanted him to be a truck driver?
Yeah.
Did you say that?
Did he say cheap
Stop
smokes?
it. No, he didn't.
No. Okay. Good.
Okay.
Did he say that? No, he didn't.
No,
did
he didn't.
No.
Glad he was respectful.
Yeah, he was.
I met that guy later.
Oh,
Oh,
did
you
you?
did?
Yeah, he said, I
He
met your
told you?
mom earlier. Yeah, the listener. So,
Photographer.
yeah.
Yeah. This guy's a photographer.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. Yeah.
You're very stoked on that?
I was. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Well, maybe your son, shouldn't have ventured away from home like you didn't want him to all those years ago.
Yeah. Well,
Aren't you proud he actually found something he can do?
I am very proud of him. He's done
Can
a
talk.
very good job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk crap on
yeah.
riders. Super hard to do.
You know what? That's another thing. Jeff Emmett comes up to me,
Mm-hmm.
and he says to me,
What?
"Yeah, he did.
Really?
Yeah." He says to
awesome.
me,
You weren't with her?
No.
Why were you not with
It
her?
must
You left her
Glendale.
unchaperoned?
It must have been Glendale.
"Yeah, it might have been Glendale. Yeah, I don't think you were with me."
Yeah, I wasn't Anaheim.
And he says, "Where did Steve give that gift of gab?"
Yeah. Well,
And I said, "Not for me."
were you thinking of some dad?
I'm thinking it is.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Maybe. So how are you enjoying? We're gonna go golf this week, right?
Yeah, on Thursday.
Right.
Randy made a bet.
Yeah.
$5.
Oh.
Was
No,
it 5 or
it was
10?
10. It was
Oh,
10.
$10. Yeah, that I'm going to beat you this time.
Oh no.
yeah.
No chance.
No, I am.
No chance.
I
am.
Pookie, what are you doing?
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
$10. I'm gonna
I'm-
let Pookie hold it. That's
Yeah.
$10.
Oh,
Okay.
that money's gone.
10 bucks.
Say goodbye to that money.
And I think I owe her 30 for PulpMX Fantasy. I'm not playing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to play, but he
Yeah.
wants to support fantasy.
okay.
Yeah. So I just give you the money.
Just
Right,
give
good.
Marks the
Okay.
money. That's the guy that slaves over the code stuff.
Okay.
Give Marks the money.
Will do.
I'll take it.
So and then you're leaving on Sunday. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I just hate the thought of
God, you've
going
been here
home.
for like 3 weeks.
I know.
a month
I know.
already.
Oh, no, 3 weeks only.
Okay. All right. Well, it seems like
My
longer.
holiday was short this year because I took a week before in
Right,
August, so I
right.
couldn't stay as long this year.
Who do you like, Tomac or Roxon, for the championship?
I would say Tomac.
And what about Ferrandis getting booed?
I didn't like that at all. I thought
Right.
that was really poor.
Yeah.
I'm not happy with those fans. I think that's just disrespectful. I think that I think it's like Randy said. It's something to do with the French.
Yeah, I think they're more harsh on him being French for some reason. I'm not sure why.
No, Villeman told us he used to get
Yeah.
people just yelling at him, go home. Then he's just standing there. He's
Yeah,
just like,
and
well,
he
I didn't
just
do
is not
anything.
doing anything.
I didn't do
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Right.
Well, he came and started winning, like
Beating Jeremy.
So, yeah, like.
Yeah, you don't beat Jeremy. Beat everybody but Jeremy, bro.
We don't really do that here, so
Yeah.
you could just not do that
Yeah.
either. So yeah.
If you cannot beat Jeremy McGrath, that'd be awesome. So yeah.
Yeah, I felt bad for him, and then I said to you today that I noticed he was standing on the podium next to Webb, and I could see. I didn't hear what Webb
Next
said.
to,
because you could-
Cooper.
Or
Cooper.
sorry, Cooper. Yeah. I couldn't hear. I mean, you can't hear what he was saying, but I heard him say to Ferrandis that that's bad. Like
Yeah.
right off the bat when that guy was being booed, that's bad.
Yep.
So the other riders don't think that that's cool either.
No,
I
he
don't
didn't do
think,
anything.
Yeah.
It was fine, but I just wonder if it's. I mean, he's got a week next week, San Diego. He might get booed again, and then maybe the break for the East Coast. Maybe people will forget. So yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What else?
You know what?
Thanks for your cooking and everything while you've been here.
Yeah.
It's
we've
great to
done-
have somebody here just
Angie and
cooking
I've
up a
done
storm.
a lot of that.
Oh,
Yeah. No kidding.
So
eh?
you're saying your wife who is amazing, and I've
she's
had
an
many
angel.
of the Pookie snacks and things like that.
Yep.
She's made great meals when I've been here before. You're saying she's not a good cook.
No, she's a great cook. But when mom comes, it's
Oh.
meals every day. It's like multiple. I can't go right. I can't. I need to
Put
just
down the shovel.
How do I?
Put down
how
the
do I
shovel.
get out of this?
You're digging the hole deeper. Just
How
put
do
down
I
the
back
shovel.
out of this?
No, you know what? It's just something
You're out of
different.
your
That's all.
mind, dude.
I just come here and I'm sitting here all day, like I'm kind of bored, right? So like, let's get something to do, and
Yeah.
I enjoy it. So
Right.
I'm okay with that. Are
Yeah,
you?
we're cooking, we're shopping.
Yeah.
Oh, you've been
Modeling.
shopping.
We've been busy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
The
I
new
know.
furniture and tables are nice.
Yeah,
I
new
heard about the new
tables.
flooring that's coming in.
Brought a bunch of
And we
samples in
talked about
today.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I gave them a few ideas of things I think they could do to kind of renovate some stuff.
Oh yeah.
And yeah.
Like what?
That's between the ladies and I. We talked about it.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it.
I didn't know this. Okay.
Well,
all right.
You'll find out when your credit card comes, and when your
you
statement
weren't.
comes
Yeah.
in.
There's
Right.
a reason why you weren't in the conversation.
Right. What are you angry about, Mom? What are you not angry about? Like, I mean, not as far as like in life, but I mean about the racing. like what? Well, it's time for the Race Tech rant on the show, racetech.com, of course. So,
okay.
are you angry at people on my Twitter?
Sometimes, yeah. I
Yeah.
think that. Well, I think that it's gotten a lot better over the years.
Okay.
I'd say 2 years ago I wasn't happy with it,
Mm-hmm.
and I think now that people are getting more respectful for you for some reason,
Oh.
just by the way that they're coming back and saying things to you that
Mm-hmm.
that are they're kind and they're respectful of what you're doing,
Yep.
and they respect what you have to say.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is her account linked to yours? Like when you block people, does it block them on her account too?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
Probably
that's what
should.
it is,
She doesn't
something.
have an account. She just goes on. I guess you don't need an account to go on there, right?
No, I just read PulpMX Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. I thought you had to have an account to go on Twitter.
No.
Like she only follows you. Like
Yeah.
She doesn't even follow you. She just checks
Yeah.
your
Just
feed.
that's it. Right. Yeah. So.
And like I told you today, I knew you were drunk on New Year's Eve just by your Twitter because I was reading it the next morning, and it wasn't very nice.
I don't. Was
And I wasn't impressed.
Was I
Yeah.
swearing?
Yeah, you were big time.
She's probably. It sounds to me as if so she's disappointed,
I
and
was.
she knows that she raised you better than that.
I did.
I don't give a fuck. That wasn't me. That was not me, by the way. So that's the Race Tech round of the night. Everybody on Twitter, be nicer to me.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, all right.
think you deserve it. You've come a
You hear
long way.
that?
You've come a long way.
Well, Debbie, some
Yeah.
of us don't always take the job advice that parents offer.
Oh yeah, I know. You
sometimes-
didn't go where I wanted you to go.
Nope.
but
A
that's
waiter,
okay.
a waiter, or
I
a truck
didn't-
driver.
I never said a waiter. I don't know where that's coming from.
She says she never said waiter.
I never did.
You're
say
gonna
that.
back her up all the time. I know that.
Yeah.
You have your sweater on upside down or backwards, inside out,
Upside down.
upside down.
Is it fly racing casual wear?
Yeah.
Maybe you got it on backwards.
Race Tech round of the night, racetech.com. Pulp19 is the code to save with the folks at Race Tech. Get your motor work done, get your suspension done. The Race Tech rant of the night was Debbie Matthes. Be nicer to her son. That was. I was hoping you were getting a little hotter with that take, Debbie, but
Well, I haven't really. Yeah. Well, next time I will.
Sounds to me
Next
like
year.
it sounds to me like it was more like a race tech reflection.
A race
She's
tech-
kind of was
Yeah.
just
a Race Tech plea.
yeah. No, just a reflection on
Right,
it. Just
right.
People
Ra-
have started being
the Race
nicer.
Tech reflection,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah. There you go.
It's a Race Tech reflection.
I like that.
Right. And you, Poogie?
How was Adam? I didn't.
You didn't listen?
We were watching a movie.
What?
I'll listen on the replay.
He asked about you. He asked. Yeah, he did.
That's nice.
Or I made that up. I'm not sure.
Don't
Are
break
you
my heart.
Yeah.
Are you
Jeez.
happy with Adam's season so far?
Absolutely.
No problems?
No
You and Chris
problems.
Betts are full steam
yes,
ahead?
It's coming. It's coming.
What is?
It's fine.
What is
It's
fine?
The wrong co-host. not Kiefer sitting in
No,
studio.
I think he's writing smart. He knows it's his first season. He's in it for the long haul. It's fine. Everything's great.
And I agree.
Well,
with
okay,
you.
so
I think he's doing great.
Glendale, when he went over and landed on, that was great?
Well, it wasn't great, but he's fine. He didn't hurt himself.
Right.
So
Okay.
too bad.
He's a great interview.
Yeah.
He's a really great
No, he's
interview.
good. Very
Yeah.
articulate.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
Great
He-
personality. And when he said something about him just being transparent about stuff, I hope he doesn't change that. You know, when he said that
Yeah.
he just shares some stuff that others would have been a little more guarded on,
Right,
and I think
right.
that makes him more
About his butt?
relatable.
About his tailbone?
No, just in general. Like he said this weekend, like his arm pumped up, but he could barely hang on. He almost thought his arm was going to blow off because it was so tight,
Yeah.
So like the stuff like that. Like racers don't like to admit weakness, right? That's just the whole thing.
We don't usually get arm bumps.
Yeah, right.
That was weird.
Okay. So
You said we?
Yeah.
That's good. I love it. I like that.
Team 9, Team 2-2, 15 for life. Like you
Yeah.
can't don't listen to her.
29 for life.
She's are you 29 for
That
life
too,
too?
Yeah.
Vegas Knights.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, her license plate.
Yeah.
All right. So, anything else, ladies? I want
Well,
to get
you know what?
What? Okay.
I have to say one. Oh,
All right.
Yeah.
I
Here
have
it
to say
comes.
one more thing. You know, I remember saying to Steve about 3 years ago, and I mean, when Faulkner started racing, he was in the 250s, and it was like what 3 years ago, and
Yeah.
I was watching him race, and like I watched him all the time. I watched him. I thought that guy one day is going to be really fast. And like I told Steve, I'm not that big of a fan of him right now because I think he's still young. He's still kind of immature. Like when he gets
He's
into
engaged to a monster girl.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Get out. Well, anyway, and you know what? He
Lot
is
of-
really fast. Like
Yeah,
he's unbelievable.
he's great,
I think
right.
he's going to be. Yeah, I think he's going to be one of the top 5 next year at least.
I think
you know.
Ferrandis is the fastest 250 rider.
Yeah.
I think Ferrandis is better.
Oh, you
In
do,
my
eh?
opinion, yeah, I do.
Well, I think he's got
More
probably
consistent.
more experience than Faulkner.
Oh, he does.
Yeah,
He's got a
there you
lot
go.
more
See?
experience than Faulkner. He's probably
Yeah.
5 years older than Faulkner.
See, I know my shit, don't I?
Yeah. Yeah. Good job. You know your shit, Debbie.
She knows it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're done.
Okay.
Do you have Debbie versus Tits?
Well, speaking of that, when you came on last week, I know you tried to sit off camera, didn't you? And you were concerned about how you looked, which I think you're a beautiful lady. But I mean, if you were in any way going to be uncomfortable, I had brought you a mask in case this week, in case
Why
you.
are you giving it
No,
to me earlier?
I'm just saying because you look beautiful. But you were concerned about needing a mask.
Is that a-
so I brought a little Michelin
does
Man.
it have a string on it?
That's
Is it
hilarious.
Yeah, it's got a string on there and everything.
put that on,
Little
Pookie.
elastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you need it, but
I
I'm just
do need
saying.
it. I want it.
No.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. So, Pookie, this is going to be your mask from now on.
So if you
When-
come
when
down
you go
here,
to do this.
if you come
Right.
down here and
Oh, yeah.
look at there.
Hey, do you want some scissors to cut up the lips out? Pookie, do you want this to cut the lips out?
Look, you can still hear her.
Can you still hear me?
There we go.
Yes, that's excellent. See
Yeah.
there? Now, if you come down here and you don't feel good about yourself and you ask for a mask, then
Coffee.
now you've got one.
What's up, Bobindum?
Yeah, see there?
It's Bobindum.
Oh, that's too
Bobindum.
Yeah,
What is it?
Babindum, yeah. Babindum, yeah.
Bobindum.
Yeah.
Do you know the name? The name of that character is Bobindum.
No.
That's Michelin's 100-year-old, whatever that is.
No,
What is
yeah,
that?
100 and something years old, yeah.
Yeah.
So see what I did there? Because I didn't know. I just thought if you wanted a mask, I'd get you one. So life's good.
I do hate being on camera. I hate the way I look.
100%. That stays down here, and she puts it on when she does tits versus tits.
Well, I'm gonna put one at the top of the stairs for when I bring coffee, so I could.
Is that why the
Okay, there you go.
sunglasses
Now you
were
got
on
two.
earlier?
Yes.
Now you got two.
Yes.
Now you got two of them.
Okay, good. Yeah, I need.
Keep one in the
backups.
bedroom for when you're filming.
Ew.
Never know.
Because,
we're not into that kind of stuff, but we can try.
Because so much is riding on your time.
Yeah, you look much better that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I feel better.
Yeah, you look great.
Did you just?
You just said she looks so much better that way.
Oh my
She
gosh.
freaks out about her look all the time, and
Somebody said I look ugly on the YouTube comments, and I really my feelings were hurt.
people need to
I
understand
don't
the
want
word.
to hear that shit.
Right.
I will fucking kill you. Do
Yeah.
you know I will kill you?
Can you take the mask off when you're threatening people? If you
For
don't mind?
Michelin legal
Oh
issues.
gosh, I may have just lost my job. I gotta go to motorcycleindustryjobs.com right now
Right, but
and look for something.
Bobindum threatened to kill me.
I'm gonna be a parts manager at a Kawasaki dealership in Kansas.
Yep. Yep. A good job, Pookie. Way to cost Randy
you.
his job. Bobindum, when Bobindum attacks.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just saying. I'll kill you.
Just say.
Oh boy.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah,
That did.
that got ugly. 702-586 Pulp. You got a question for Pookie Matthes or Debbie? Give us a call. We'll stay on for a little bit while longer and see if we can get some questions for either one of you two. 702-586 Pulp. Give us a call. If you have a question for Bobindum,
I can't really see too good now. My eyes are really watery.
Debbie, Pookie, or Bobindum.
Yeah.
You have a question for one of them.
81, yeah.
What-
Oh my god.
There you go.
It's too funny.
I can't really see that.
Do you want to cut them up?
And
Yeah,
I-
I
and
need
I-
to make mods.
And
to it.
I think even worse is I think all you really need is just a straw hole.
That's really what I'm. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you
Randy,
Are you
you're
mad?
Too funny.
you seem upset
Why?
that Randy gave you a mask?
No, I need the mask.
Oh,
I just
jeez.
need to be able to see more out of this. I need to cut. I need to cut this whole part out.
No problem. You can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave you some scissors.
Here you go. Oh, yes.
What are you doing?
I just.
Okay. All right. Sorry. All right. Okay. Moving on here on the PulpMX show presented by Motorsport and Fly Racing, motorsport.com, of course.
What are you questioning her? She's a professional scrapbooker, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
She's done
And
scrapbooking.
Scrapbooker.
Either one.
Yeah, exactly.
Either one.
Either one.
She's good at
Shit.
it.
He doesn't know how to get on that freaking lithical trainer.
When are you,
Okay. Don't make me cry.
well, he's still alive. He's fine. I mean, you don't gotta, we're not crying at the mention of K-Dub's voice. I mean,
Stop it. You're doing that on purpose.
okay. All right.
Her eyes are watering.
Yeah. All right. What else, Debbie? Anything else? We're gonna golf this week,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
right?
that.
And do you want to go? Do you want to go for dinner anywhere nice? Do you want to? Is there somewhere you want to go that we haven't taken you?
We already are.
We already got that planned.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Okay.
look at there.
All right.
We talked about it
Okay. All right.
earlier.
Yeah, we did.
This is the
I
second time.
recommended it somewhere.
This is the second or third time that Randy's been in studio when you've been here.
That's right.
Whatever's worked out, Randy, where you come in early in the year, she's
Well,
here. Yeah.
Let's just say Debbie and I keep in touch.
We do, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Debbie, when we play golf, you can hit the Michelin golf balls.
Oh, do we
That
have
re-
Michelin? Oh, yeah, Randy brought some last year. We
Yep,
forgot to use
absolutely.
them.
And
he tried to keep
oh,
them for himself.
That's going to help my game big time.
yep,
Yeah, oh, for
Michelin
sure.
golf balls.
I'll be using those.
We got a Bobinda mask. Michelin. I wore my Michelin socks the other day.
Yes.
And
It's
we got a
good.
Michelin fridge.
It's all good.
The fridge is amazing.
Yeah.
I need some
I
Michelin
forgot that was a
tires.
fridge.
What?
I need some Michelin tires.
That we can't really do.
Yeah, I know.
That
It's
we-
okay.
we-
I should have answered that question earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
Who hit you up for free tires?
Yeah.
Debbie Matthes.
We'll, we'll settle for the fridge. You know what? We were thinking of Cirque du Soleil, the water show.
No, we're not doing that. That's dumb.
Okay.
Skippy, what's going on? How are you, Skippy?
What's going on, man?
What's
How
up?
are y'all?
Good.
Good, glad to hear it. I wanted to follow up regarding the. First off, hold on. Randy.
Yes.
Thank you for putting on such a great event for the WPS guys at the sales meeting.
No worries, man. Glad you
I wasn't
enjoyed
there.
it. You didn't make it?
I wasn't making it, man. We
Okay.
popped out a little girl last Monday, so.
During the show.
we had a-
During the show.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, literally 6 hours after the show ended, baby popped out.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I would understand if I've never had contractions, but I would say that listening to this show would probably make those contractions seem not so bad.
You know, it's funny because she got the epidural about an hour into the show, so maybe there's a correlation there.
It could be. Well, congratulations. It's your first one?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we're excited. We named her Rhett Paisley McPherson, so she's got the RPM initials.
Oh, that's
And,
cool. That's cool.
She's awesome. She's beautiful. We were really surprised that she ended up being blonde hair, blue eyes, and she's gorgeous and sweet. And we're super blessed and super lucky.
Okay.
All right, man. Well,
You're so-
congratulations.
You're so far off on that hole. Pookie's trying to put the
That's a drop.
Shit.
stop.
Timestamp
it.
that.
Do not. Do
Timestamp
not.
that.
No. Your fire talent if Mark clips that.
Uh-oh.
I'm fired. If
Bye,
he doesn't.
Talon.
Yeah, bye.
Damn.
So I wanted to follow up with that, and I got Miss Tiffany here too.
Okay.
Wanted to follow up on the boob conversation.
Oh,
So-
the fake. Mom, have you been hearing about this?
Yes, I've been reading about it.
Okay.
So, and once again, Tiffany's here to maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but she wasn't the most endowed lady at first, and then now
Okay.
that she's had the pregnancy,
Yep.
her tits are great. They're huge and they're great, and I think that a couple years down the road, she might want to end up looking at getting a big bore kit. So, take that for what you will.
Okay.
But they're pretty cool.
Pookie, you've decided against this?
I have.
Yep.
It'd be awesome, though. God.
They're pretty cool.
I know. It'd be so cool, but
Jeez,
you know
Babindum.
what?
But
Lots of. I mean, just
Increase air
play
pressure.
with some radials. Yeah.
Pookie, you are a very, very pretty lady, though, so you're good stock. Don't worry about it. If you're happy with what you got, that's totally legit, but I'm just saying, big bore kit's cool, too.
All right, there we go, Pookie.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, y'all have a good
Thanks,
one.
Skippy. Are you okay, babe?
I know. Cause I want some, but I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
Be awesome though. God, it'd be so awesome.
All right. I think it's time to wrap it up for these two.
I think our cookies are burning, and we have to go
Yeah,
out.
we gotta make cookies.
All right,
What time is it?
Babindum.
I still can't see. This is not.
Hey, you just hold your hand up and I'll give you a high five. You don't even have to swing. Just hold it up there. No, not your head. I said, look at the ceiling. There you go. Good job.
Okay. Well, Debbie, thanks for coming on.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for
Please
having
take
me.
care of my wife.
I'll talk to you next
Yeah,
year.
yeah. Talk to you next year, Debbie. All right. That's Debbie Matthes and Pookie Matthes. What about my mom giving BJ's? I know we're good. We're done. Okay. Yep, we're done. Thanks, Pookie. All right.
There you go.
You
Pooh.
take your mask and your money and your
Take it,
booze.
Pooh.
Take your booze. Don't forget about the precious booze. Yep. Yep. All right. That's Pookie Matthes, everybody. Seriously, the mask is brilliant. She said she wants to get a mask. She
I
really,
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't think I listen to the show?
That's
Go
great.
there.
That's fantastic. So.
Planning. I'm thinking ahead.
Bo Bindum got a little deflated during that boob question.
Yeah.